Welcome to my YouTube channel. Do you wish to sew this design? Have you been finding it difficult to bring out this design? Then sit back and watch this tutorial from the beginning to the end. I'll share vital information on how you can actually sew this senator material without stress. Okay, we post videos every week. Feel free to visit our videos every week and click on subscribe if you are new to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please click on subscribe and put a thumbs up to this video. Like the video and share it on any of your social media. All right, without further ado, let's go straight to the tutorial. Before we go to the cutting of the front piece, there are some certain things you need to understand. All right, one of them is your chest measurement. For example, this is 42. I'm dividing 42 by 4. Okay. Now, if I divide 42 by 4, it will give me 10.5. Okay. It will give me 10 and a half. It is called 10 and a half. Okay. So, what my folding will be 10 and a half. But I usually add like 2-inch allowance to it. I add 2-inch allowance to it. Okay, either 2-inch or 2.5 allowance, and so this is just my normal allowance. Now, if you take a look at your the design, you see that two parts were folded as if it is kissing pleating, but it's the distance is between the pleated part is far. For this design, we'll give 1 inch for the first pleated and 1 inch for the second pleated. Altogether, it is 2 inch, and so I'll add extra 2 inch. It will be here all together when I fold it into two pieces. When I fold it into two pieces, it will be 14 and a half altogether. Okay, 14 and a half. But please, this is my 2 inch that I'm adding. Okay, 10 and a half. I'll fold my fabric into 2 and I'll measure 10 and a half. Okay, 10 and a half. Then after measuring 10 and a half, I will add 2 inch to it. All right, I'll add 2 inch to it. This is what I'm explaining. I'll add 2 inch to it. This is 10 and a half. Okay, 10 and a half. This is 10 and a half. This is 1. Okay, 10 and a half. 1, 2. That's the 2 inch I added to it on a normal cutting. Okay, so fold your fabric into 2. The first thing is to fold your fabric into 2. Then after doing this division, fold your fabric into 2. Then measure 10 and a half, which I just did. Then add 2 inch allowance, which gave me 12 and a half, which gave me 12 and a half. Okay, then 2 inch allowance for that pleating. 2 inch allowance for that pleating. Okay, 2 inch allowance for that pleating. You can make it 2 and a half. You can make it, but just 2 inch for that or 2 and a half. Okay, but basically it is 2 inch allowance. Okay, that is given. So all I just need to do is to iron. I'll iron that part. Right. So take your iron and iron this center part. When I'm through, I'll show you. Right, I'm through ironing this part. The next step is to cut the front piece. All I mean, the neck part of your front piece. Okay, and also the arm circle of your front piece. All right, for tutorial sake, it is assumed that you know how to cut your front and back arm circle. All right, and also the neckline. I'll show you when I'm through. All right, I've cut out my neck part of the front piece. I've cut it out. As you can see, the design is found at the left hand side when you're facing the cloth itself, but when you're wearing it, it's found on the right hand side. So what you need to do is Look at the extra 2 inch that I gave as allowance. All I just need to do is this. I'll open it. This is the right side of the fabric. This is the right side of the fabric. So what I just need to do from the center point, okay? This is the center point, but I'm not basing mine on the center point. I'm using this neckline here. The neckline here, I'll measure. This is 3.5. I gave 3.5. Okay. 3.5 allowance. That's the allowance I gave, 3.5. Then, okay, this 3.5 that I gave as allowance, that's where my pleating will end. All right. Then I have to go deep. I have to go back here by 1 inch. Go back here like 1 inch. So you can also do it this way. You can measure 2.5, then 1 inch, any of them. Then the space between the two pleating, okay, between the two pleating, I'll make it 3.5. So I'll mark 3.5, 3.5 from this last part, please. From this last part, okay. So it's now 3.5, 3.5, okay. But if you want to go by the other point, it is 2.5, 1 inch, then 3.5. Then my pleating ends here, okay, 1 inch. Don't forget, this 1 inch plus this 1 inch makes it 2 inch that I gave as the folding allowance. All right. So whatever I do here, I'll make sure I also mark it here and mark it here. But to get the exact measurement, okay, I must start from the middle. Okay, so it means I did 4.5. If you look at it, it's 4.5, 4.5. So I'll go over here, mark 4.5. Over here, I'll go 4.5. That's the first one, 4.5. Then 1 inch allowance. Give 1 inch allowance, 1 inch allowance, 1 inch allowance, 1 inch allowance. Then 3.5. Give 3.5. If you're confused, please. 3.5. 3.5. If you are confused, please feel free to watch the video over and over again. This is okay. This is 4.5, not 4 inch. It's earlier marked. This is 4.5. I'm going to mark 4. So disregard this first one. 4.5. 4.5. 4.5. 4.5. Okay, so this is the one we're working with. This, and that. And so from here now, you now mark your. From here, mark your 1 inch, 3.5, 1 inch. Okay, we've marked 3.5 here, 1 inch, 1 inch, and here 1 inch. All right. So please ignore this first one. That's 4 inch. I want to mark 4.5. This is the right one. This is the right one, and this is the wrong one. This is the right one. This is the right one. All right. And so all we just need to do is this. Please follow me keenly. All right. Here. Okay. I'll iron this sharp point to meet with this sharp point. You iron here. Also here, the sharp point to meet the sharp point. This sharp point here to meet this sharp point. Alright. This is 1 inch to meet with this 1 inch. Alright. And then you iron. Like I said, this to meet with this. take your iron. As you can see, I'm through ironing it. Okay, look at it. I'm through ironing it. So the next one is this point, bring it to this point, to the 1 inch point, this to this, this to this. Now here you will notice that the distance is just too long, or rather the distance between these two pleating is just too long, so you can change it. Here for this design I'll have to change it. Okay, instead of using 3.5, I'll decide to use 3 instead. So I'll mark, look at where I'm marking my 3 from. Okay, from this line folded, this folded line here. This is the line where I put my tip. I mark 3. Put it inside. 3. All right, and so because I noticed that it's just too wide. All right, so 3. All you just need to do is 1 inch. The 1 inch, take it from here. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. So this is what will follow. Follow this and this. Okay, better. The 3 inch is better. This is it. Okay, that's what you do. You fold to the end. Now when I'm through, I'll show you. As you can see, look at it. I've done this. Okay, it's now okay. Now you can see. Let me fold it back. Let me fold back this. Perfect. Okay, the allowance I gave is enough. Perfect. All right, you can see. All right, if this video has been of a help to you, please do not forget to click on subscribe, okay, to watch the next part of this video, the part 2 part of this video. Please visit my channel. Okay, visit my channel every week, and this part 2, don't miss this part 2. All right, if you are new to my channel, please click on subscribe, and if this my video has been of a help to you, please click on like and follow me. All right, whenever I post new video, click on notification. It will notify you whenever I post new videos. Please share this link, click on share and share it on your social media account. All right, thank you very much. See you in the part 2 of the video. Bye bye.